We're here with Jeremy Lusk. Jay, what's going on with you this summer, man?
It's going to be a busy summer.
Yeah.
This year so far, I've done the Moto X Champions.
In your hometown, yeah?
Yeah, it was San Diego. Me and Twitch were pretty pumped that it was in San Diego. Just since I was a little kid, I always wanted to ride in that stadium.
When you talk about freestyle and you talk about best trick, what are you guys' thoughts on guys like the Scott Murrays of the world, the Kyle Lozas, who kind of come out of nowhere and just sort of take it by storm? Obviously, Loza wins gold. You know, he pulled off something that most guys aren't doing. But you take a Scott Murray in a perspective that kind of comes out of nowhere. I mean, what most of the riders on tour and you guys and Mulisha and stuff, like, what's your thought on this guy, honestly?
Well, you can't really get mad at him. I mean, it's like a best trick is a best trick's gnarly, but it's kind of for like the people like Scott Murray or Loza. Like, Loza can't even do a backflip, but I think he's pretty much came to terms with he's realizing that, so he's just gone and said, all right, well, I'm gonna just do this gymnastics moves upside, anything I guess that's gonna keep him from going upside down, which is still gnarly. He's taken it to a next level, but it's more of like an event where Scott Murray was probably grew up watching X Games and everybody, and was just waiting or wondering how he can ever even do something like that. And when the double backflip came out, that's not saying the tricks, it does take skill, but that's pretty much like a big balls trick. You go to foam pit, jack up a ramp, and pull as hard as you can and just keep doing it until you come around and, go to the X Games and try it. And that's pretty much like a wing it trick.
How important was the flip to freestyle, and how did it absolutely change the way you guys ride?
Yeah, without the impact the flip had on freestyle, I think was the make or break of our sport. I mean, eventually, I think someone would have done it. I know someone would have done it, but I think that just the timing and just as soon as the first two guys landed the flip, that pretty much sparked like this sport's here to stay, and everyone pretty much, that was like a make or break deal of everyone's career. Like, it put a lot of guys out of the sport that you hardly ever hear of anymore, because it is a gnarly trick, and it takes a lot of you have to want to do it. You can't just be like, oh well, shit, I'm not gonna be able to compete if I don't do a backflip, so I gotta go learn this. Like, it doesn't work like that. You have to want to do it, and I think that made our sport where it is today. Like, if you didn't have a backflip, people would get sick and tired of seeing, BMX move right side up on a dirt bike. And just the whole noise, the whole how high we go, how the gaps that we jump, and then to throw backflips into the mix on a 250-pound dirt bike has just made the sport even more extreme. And I think that's what people pay money to see, and why it's so good on TV, is because it's just so action-packed. Growing up, I didn't really care about, I always liked who was cool, I thought, or when I was little, I always thought, Deegan was cool, or, Jeff Hemming always stood out because he, rebelled and got in trouble for doing whatever, but, kids don't like the, I want to think my Dunlop tires and think, they don't like that. They don't like that nowadays. So I think that's just why the most just sticks out more, is because we just be ourselves and pretty much kind of break the rules and talk crap, but whatever.
It is what it is. Beautiful, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Best of luck to you this summer. Thanks.